Peace, 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 peace. And let the tribe say, Grand Rise, great day, Osiyo. What's going on, Soul Tribe? Everybody good? Oh boy, what a drive. Hopefully everybody is doing good this morning. Peace and blessings. Y'all in club, y'all still hanging over from the club, hanging out. If you didn't, okay. Yours truly don't hang out no more. Nah, uh-uh. It's too dangerous in the club these days. Yeah, educate to liberate. What it do, y'all? I hope everybody well this morning. That's what I'm hoping. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. All right, I think I may have a little success right there. Booyah. Boom. All right. CO Flex, what's up? What's up? Y'all good? Now, this live stream is just for information, folks. That's it. Oh, boy. Is somebody tired? Because I know I'm not tired. I slept good last night. At least 8 hours. So, I know I'm not tired. Who in here? Who gonna come in here with this tired ass energy? I ain't tired. I don't know why. I didn't start yawning until I went live. I got my tea though. If you don't know what I should, someday I'm gonna start showing y'all some of my teas. But I make my own tea. Come up with my own little whatever. You can't see inside here, but this is clove tea. Cloves. Remember when your mama and them, big mama and them, used to make them hams during the holidays, and then they take the toothpick, put the pineapple on top, and then sprinkle some cloves on top. There was a reason. Because cloves, right, it's like an antioxidant in some ways in terms of it get rid of parasites. And they know what's in that doggone, in that hog. They know what's in that ham. Yeah, parasites. Man, you couldn't give me a slice of ham. I don't know when the last ham. Y'all can have it. I ain't gonna knock your ham now. I know y'all gonna glaze y'all ham and y'all gonna hook that ham up. Yeah. Have fun at it. I'm not eating no doggone ham. What's up, everybody? You're gonna have to start. You're gonna have to take these eyes here. You see these 2 eyes right here? Y'all got 2. I hope you do. You're gonna have to start taking these 2 eyes and kind of close the lens and start seeing from here. They can play with these eyes. They can trick these eyes. But they can't trick this one. You can see what's going on in the matrix with this eye. You can't see with this eye, because these eyes, now all it sees every day is the matrix. It sees a simulation. It sees an illusion. It doesn't. It sees false reality. Man, you go to talking about the truth, or even just telling the truth. You ain't got to talk about it. If you start just telling the truth, if you start being honest with yourself first, you can't. I ain't talking about nobody else affecting nobody. I'm talking about with you. If you start being honest with you, Ivory, you know you should have did that shit. Ivory, you know you don't need to be doing that. Ivory, you know you don't need to be doing that. That's the soul. That's the conscious. It's seeing something that you're not seeing, Ivory. And what it's doing is just telling you, you know. But because I got these here rose colored glasses and I'm looking through this lens, not of these glasses, but through the lens of my eyes, what am I seeing? What are you seeing? So when you turn on TV, phone device, cell phone, whatever, camera, whatever, what you see with these eyes is an illusion. Unless you are alone to yourself and you know how to unplug from your simulation, we call the matrix, you're not seeing everything. If you can take your mind, if your mind can go back, if your reality can go back, if you're at least my age, if your mind and your reality can go back, you can remember when none of this here shit existed. None of this technology. It has its pros and its cons. So I can remember seeing worms and apples. I remember seeing seeds you couldn't find. I remember seeing seeds in every damn fruit, in every watermelon. I remember this. Go find you an apple now that's got a damn worm in it. Go to your market, go to any store, and find you an apple that have little lumps in it. Nothing is wrong with them. It's natural. You go to the store now, the apples look so smooth, and the seed don't even look like damn seed. They ain't got no worms in none of them. I'm telling you. How in the hell when you go to the store and you see pink watermelon? I know you see the title of the video, but this is the first 9 minutes. I'm done. With this eye, you see everything. With this eye, outside of the matrix, religions, institutions, belief systems, because the consciousness, it can't just say that your consciousness, the real you, the source, the essence of you, your soul, it's gonna like, all right, so you chose to do that. Okay, that's fine, but I'm not down with that because it's an essence, it's an energy, it's a spirit, everything is. The God that you pray to is in you. It starts with you. You can't have no God outside of you before the God in you. Let me repeat that again. You know, if you got Go book a reading. Go to my email and schedule reading. We're not here to talk about you and your girl this morning. If you don't know that, okay. And then you just keep commenting saying the same thing. Go get a reading. You ain't got to get it from me. Just go talk to somebody. So now we have a situation, folks, that if you can't see that America is not only falling, but it's falling fast. I talked about it so many years ago. I mean, and some people that they so in this microwave mindset with the matrix that they expect for everything to happen. So if you say something that's gonna happen, then now people are going online and shit, going on your channel, waiting to see, or they going all over the place looking for something to happen that you said was gonna happen. You messed up. You messed up. Behind the scenes, what you don't see right now, behind the scenes, while your government has been shut down now, what's the date? 40 days. Remember that number now. So while your government has been shut down for 40 damn days and 40 damn nights, you think they ain't been doing nothing? See, that's you looking through these eyes. That's you thinking like them, the way they got you programmed to think. So you think they ain't doing the government shut down, ain't nobody. No. Why they shut down? They coming up with ways to totally redo a lot of shit. So when it opened back up, your government that we don't need. I'm so damn this motherfucker government is shut down. Also, you don't care about, listen, they didn't have to stop the food stamps. They didn't, man, if I start talking a certain way, they're gonna just block me out. I know what they're gonna do. You don't need no damn food stamps. You don't. My mama and them used to talk about the days when it wasn't no food stamps. My girl, they didn't have food stamps, and they lived longer, and they were healthier, and they had more abundance. Figure that out. No money. You didn't have dollar bills and currency until the 1930s. 30 years before I was born. There was no dollar bills. None. The ancients on this land, the Aborigines, the people here, my parents, my ancestors here first. There was no currency. There was no religion. One of the main reasons why America is falling, one of the main reasons why it's going through this is because of a greater spiritual shift. Now, America just so happened to be on the bad end of a lot of shit. And when you factor in, they kind of set their system up similar to where they left from, whether it be Europe, then by way of Rome, then by way Greece. All right, so there's a system that they've been using that they learned from us. I said the Europeans, the Romans, the Greeks. There's a system that they learned from us that is ancient as time. And we walked away from this system. You can't be mad at a group of people because they put themselves, self-preservation, love of self, preserving generation. They got great grandkids that are still enjoying land, resources, natural resources to this day. They got their language, they got their religion, they got their culture, they got the system, they got it all. But they learned it from the people on the lands in which they took, invaded, discovered, whatever. That's where they learned it from. Check this here out, y'all. I would be surprised that you have a constitution in 2030. I'll be shocked, because it's not going to be worth anything. So, for example, they refuse to see that they know they came over here on boats. Europeans, it's whatever you want to call it, Europeans, Romans, Greeks, whatever. They came over here on boats. Sold us a story that we were the one that came over here on boats. It's gaslighting. And as long as we believe in this shit, again, let me explain something to you. They own. Let me just put it to you like this here. We own. Meaning we, whoever you are, you know who you are. I don't want to get flagged and all this shit and be said I ain't racist. We, my people, from this land that didn't come here on boats. It's a lot of y'all in that group, you just don't know it. We now own less than 1/2 or 1% of our nation's wealth and the land that our ancestors own. Not even the percent. Okay. Now, when you factor in a people who owns everything else I just said, so if we own less than 1/2 or 1% of this nation's wealth, right? That means they own 99 and a half or 3/4 or whatever, 99.5%. So that means all the land, the resources on those lands, the natural resources, they got their language, they got their culture, they got their religion, they got their gods. And then they add in a currency system. The only reason why you add currencies for exchange. So, for example, the Romans had coins. Down in Nubia or here or what have you, we didn't. Coins, your money is nothing to us. They come and try to bring you coins and try to bring you What that currency got to do? Like I said, 30 years before I was born, there was no money. There was no money. Nobody wants to take into consideration that just like Rome, just like Europe, these are their mothers, their ancestors. Rome and Europe, Greece, all fell from within. Did nobody go over to Rome to invade their military? Did nobody go over to Europe, Britain, whatever, to invade their military? Did nobody, ain't nobody coming over here to invade America. Not yet. So for right now, it's corroding and falling from within. You can't continue to stack the lies. You can't continue to stack the deception. You can't continue to go the path that they're on. Who is they? The ones that own 99.5% of this nation's wealth. Using currency and foreign exchange, or turning it or converting it into foreign exchange. Now, what happens when the rest of the world says that we don't want your damn dollar? We don't even acknowledge your dollar. Screw your currency. We're not doing no foreign exchange with your currency or your promissory notes anymore, because we know the 13 families around this planet that owns that currency and controls the flow of that currency is the same 13 families that you get 13 colonies that come over here and convert. We call them 13 colonies. Can I teach a little bit? So what happens when these 13 families no longer exist or is no longer relevant? That's the end of the currency. It's their currency. It ain't yours. It ain't mine. I don't need it. You don't need money. Did I just tell y'all 30 years before I was born, there was no, okay. Money just came, dollar bills just came on the scene in the 1930s. So if you was born in the 40s, '50s, '60s, that's 10, 20, 30 years. That ain't no long damn time. So in my mama's and my dad's lifetime, he just started as a 2-year-old, as a child, as a toddler. That was the first time he seen currency. His oldest sister, my older aunt, remember when it wasn't no money. Her mama, my grandmama, remember when it wasn't no money. But they had all the damn land, all the food, fresh everything. No damn canned goods, no preservatives. If they used a preservative, it was natural. Money is getting ready to leave, folks. It ain't even, it's paper. It's paper. It's paper with print on it. It's paper with ink. That's all money is. So if I take this here, fold it up. Let me see if I can fold this up. I ain't got no Monopoly game over here, so I just have to. This big old piece of thing right here. If you look around, this here can be some money. Paper with ink and print. People killing each other for paper, ink, and print. And the 13 families that's on that money, that controls that currency exchange, is laughing. So when I see rappers out there with a stack like this here money, they make it rain. What you gonna do when there ain't no currency? Because Russia, China, and different nations in Africa and South America, they figured it out. Well, okay, if they like money, paper, it's easy to go and print your own currency. And don't need the dollar. That has already happened. Y'all behind the 8 ball. So next year, see, I'm giving y'all some nuggets now. Next year, either the dollar would be extinct in terms of they'll pull it off of the exchange market, bartering, trading, whatever, foreign exchange, because right now globally its value is about, it's not like it used to be. In some countries, you come to them with $1, they'll look at you and laugh at you, because they know that the country that they live in, they don't fuck with the dollar no more. And when it changes as far as the oil, because the oil reserves is based on the American dollar for foreign exchange and doing business. So now you got nations, countries that say, we don't need that. So what is America going to do now? They're going to go out now and know that damn piece of paper, that note, that promissory note, once they realize it's no good, they're going to stop printing it. They know it ain't no good right now. That's why you're in a deficit. That's why China and Japan and Russia and Israel and Saudi Arabia and all these countries, they own all the, they said y'all can have the money. They in American debt to these folks now. So we don't want you to pay us with money. We want the treasury bonds, we want land, we want shit that we can touch and feel. Y'all want money? Okay then. Here. We'll give y'all all the paper y'all want. So you have a situation now that most people is just looking at the surface. You're looking at the surface. You're looking at dollars. That don't make sense. Finally, I can relax a little bit. After busting my ass all last year and all this year, finally I can say if anything happens, if all else fails, I got my own little plot of land that I don't even talk about. And whoever's in that little circle with me, which is probably right now me, and that's it. I can go get the fuck away. Unplug from the matrix. Grow my own shit. Do my own damn thing. You ain't gonna track me with no tracking device, goddammit, because I don't even take no devices to the land. Because I remember when there wasn't no devices. I'm going back to that. I remember getting up, going outside in the backyard, And there was always a guard, my mom. Now, when they had the land, it was always a garden. We ate out of the garden. I went and worked in the garden. Now my ass want to do what? Go back and do the first work. What's the first work? To the garden. That's it. Let me tell y'all something. When you go to your grocery stores and you start seeing this damn food, and you start seeing pink pink pineapples, the fuck? Pink. All of your fruit, no seeds, everything seedless. I remember when, but anyway, back to this here America. Right now, 40 days, 40 nights, your government's been shut down. Okay? The government's been shut down. 40 days and 40 nights. Now you do the numbers. So tomorrow, Monday, day 41. Things is getting ready to start to subside. But the damage has been done. And what's the damage? They see now that it's two things happening. It's 2 days. It's a spiritual day and a physical day. The physical day in Washington, D.C. They see now that they can control the masses by doing shit, and just to see what kind of reaction they're going to get from the masses. What's the reaction that they got so far? People going to these goddamn devices. All 42 million. Okay, if you mad because they cut off your EBT and your food stamp, okay, and you can't go or whatever city you in, but if anything, all 42 million of y'all should have showed up and watched. Y'all had 40 days to give them a reaction. I ain't talking about out in the street, we shall overcome. Yeah, they look at you and laugh. No, I ain't talking about that shit. You should have took your ass down to Washington. You had 40 damn days. It don't take but one day, couple of days and shit to organize. Y'all got these devices. Say, hey, look, all EBT recipients, take your ass down. Let's go to Washington, D.C. Do that shit like King or anybody else. If you really, really pissed, don't be going on TikTok. Going in there stealing like you own the grocery stores. I told you your own shit. All right, keep on going. You're going on up in there. Go. You rather, some folks rather, this is the mind. They see here, they don't see here. They don't know that these damn Republicans and Democrats got behind the scenes. They behind the scenes talking, negotiating, as they say, to come up with a new plan, because the bigger system, the globalists, the biggest system is what? They all work together. We puppets. They puppets. They work together. So if they open back up the government, and then all of a sudden you see a whole new program with EBT, SNAP, or they just get rid of it and says, oh, okay then, Mom Donnie, let me tell you something. Okay then, so y'all want okay, y'all want to do it like that? Okay then, we ain't gonna give you the EBT. We're gonna send you over to these these government grocery commissaries, where you'll end up having to go to warehouses and shit and get your food. You ain't gotta wait. We got government buses, government transportation. You're not gonna get that. You're not going to get it. America's broke. They say they broke. America is broke. Listen, folks, as I sit here and talk to y'all, there's two countries that America really, 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 really want right now, as far as natural resources, because they know the dollar ain't worth shit. They're gonna start burning money. You're gonna see in the future. You will see people burning money. They ain't gonna be making it rain. They're gonna be burning money. Listen, I know you can't see it right now because you see with your eyes. I don't. All right, listen. You can expect Venezuela, the Gaza, and Iran to fall into the hands of the great, 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 great grandchildren that controls just about everything. They need that oil. Because when the dollar no longer is the reserve or the money or the currency for doing foreign exchange on the oil market, they don't need that dollar. They don't use that dollar. Saudi Arabia is not $38 trillion in debt. Russia is not $38 trillion. Listen to the game now. Russia is not $38 trillion in debt. China is not $38 trillion in debt. Venezuela is not $38 trillion in debt. North Korea is not $38 trillion in debt. Only America. Behind America is who? Europe. That British pound and that damn dollar is going down, folks. There's no nation in Africa that's $38 trillion in debt and counting. And the debt consists of owing all of these here countries I just mentioned. So they need Ukraine, the land, for what? Natural resources. They need Venezuela, the land, for natural resources. Mainly oil and other resources. They need Iran. They need the Gaza. They need. So you got these other countries that's like, oh no, don't come with that. We ain't no punk. You got countries that America's in debt to, like China. They can't invade China. They can't go to war with China. They can't go to war with Russia. They can't. How? Not only because they're in debt to them, but because they got nukes like you got nukes. Notice the country with nukes they don't fuck with. Everybody ain't scared of America. They know what America like. They know what crooked ass politicians like. Money. So when you pull the money plug, what they got? Shit. You take them back to before the 1930s. America got to where it is today off the back of the peoples on this land and currency, that dollar. So when you pull the currency back and when you take the land back, what does the children, the great, 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 great grandchildren or whatever, of the invaders. There's going to come a time in this country that they don't like for people to talk about it because they believe in censorship. Because why? When people speak from here, based on what they see, versus from here, they don't like you. You're a threat. You become a threat. So now here's this conscious awakening here. This great awakening. And it's going to, by some cases, be a forced awakening. You're going to have situations to where as people are going to be running away from these religions. And some literally people by the masses is trying to run away from certain states and cities. And people by the masses is trying to run away from this country. But if we shut down the airports, keep the government shut down, don't pay no God. Listen at this shit now. That dollar ain't worth shit now, I'm telling you. And you'll never see me just flashing money and, nah. They can shut that shit off tomorrow. And you'll have a whole bunch of paper that ain't worth shit. So with this conscious awakening, this great awakening, people are realizing and seeing shit that we don't need to fire no bullets. You don't. All of their money and wealth comes from what other people do. They basically manage, control other people's money, other people's resources. That's their game. But what happens when you can't control other people's money? What happens when other people don't want your money? What happens when you don't have access to other people's resources? You're done. What happens when people like me stop speaking your language behind the scenes? I'd rather shut up and be quiet, don't say shit, if I can't start cultivating my mind, my consciousness, to start saying, okay, instead of coffee cup, I give it another name. I'll give it a sound, shit. I'll give it a rhythm. I'll give it a vibration. Or I just know what I ain't got to say, give me the coffee cup. No, give me that. That. Any damn thing. Because if you don't have a language, what are you saying? Are you saying it based on what somebody else told you to say? That's their language. You got to reverse this shit. Call this shit, call stuff. Start calling stuff what you want to call it. And don't use no English words. Don't use no English phonics. Don't use no English. Don't use none of that shit. I'm telling you. It's rhythm and it's vibration. Sound waves. You can say, that's why you have, like, say, in Africa and on this land, they had so many dialects. They had so many, different languages. And you have so many people speaking so many different languages. And you'll look at them like, wow, you speak 6 languages? Yeah, because all of them are tied to another language. You learn that one main language. We call our main language English. I don't like. I'm just telling you. You want to know and research. Okay, so what was the language that your ancestors spoke? How did they communicate? What did they call this? What did they call that? That's what I'm on. Other than that, I just shut the fuck up. Because you're speaking spells and you're speaking shit that you don't really know. And it's got you in a poverty mindset because as you speak it, this is how you thinking. They said in a book, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if I'm sitting up here talking and speaking in a language that's designed by the people who tricked my folks out of their shit, then I'm going to continue what? Speaking the spell. I know y'all wasn't expecting to hear no shit like this morning. But with this great awakening, shit, if you got kids, I don't care how old they are right now, y'all need to get together and start saying, look, if I say this, have fun with it. You can't, if you don't know and you don't have the ability, here to go and find out what languages, your parents and your ancestors spoke, come up with your own. Have fun with it. Watch what happens. Watch what happens when you call money something else. And you look at that dollar like, that ain't none of our money. The majority of the world don't even want that money no more. They want what America got. And you know what America has? Our ancestors' natural resources. They have come over here and took the language away, took the religion away. Get the men out of here, as many as you can. Get them out of here. We got to flip this. It's going to take time, but our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren will benefit from this here. Generations from now. We're so scared and so punkish. Something happened to us to whereas we don't feel like, the next generation means shit. Right? Now, you got the next generation fighting with the present generation. The present generation is fighting with the previous generation. We don't own shit. Ain't coming together to do shit. But then we'll sit up and talk about the white man being racist. No, he ain't. They just saying, we all about who? Self. We all about us. First. So what if we got that same mentality? Say, you know what? We all about us first. It's going to have a shift. It's going to cause a shift now. And that's what's happening. Okay. Black pride. You ain't got to say black pride, whatever. White power, white. You ain't got to say that. No, just say, I love me some me first. And I love me some people who are responsible for allowing me to be here. I love them more than I love any other people. Because these other people ain't did shit but me. But the people that's responsible for me being here, being who I am today, I love me some them. You could call me racist. You could call me all that matrix talk, all that humbo mumbo bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I love me some me and I love me some my people. Now that I got a little chunk of land, that when this here shit hit the ceiling, because the crisis is coming, folks. Right? The crisis, because they shit's falling now. They system. This ain't no system I set up. This ain't no system your parents set up. This they system that they set up that's falling. America itself is a system. It's not a country, folks. It's a system. It's a corporation. We discovered this. We discovered how the fuck. Notice they ain't creating shit. There's with their system, their language, their gods, their religions, they haven't created shit. Nothing. They just discover. Well, now they getting ready to discover that my folks on this land and other lands and all over this planet, when it was one land mass, how you think that you can be walking all the way or traveling all the way or journeying all the way from Africa, the Nile in Africa, to the Nile in the Mississippi Delta Valley? Why? Because there was no big, huge bodies of water to separate the mass land. Water surrounded circumference. It was once one land mass, folks. Y'all know the great facts about mega continents and how things broke up, and asteroids and comets and volcanoes and earthquakes separating land masses, creating mountains over here and valleys over here and islands over here. If you don't notice this shit, you got to close these and open this one. That's how you got remnants from people from Africa over here and remnants of people over here, over there in Africa. And they finding bodies and they trying to figure out, damn, how are these people all over the goddamn place? Every damn where we go, they asses show up. You can keep your religion, keep your books, keep your fact check, keep your stats, keep your statistics, keep your history. I know me, and I know mine. And until you get to that point, you're going to always be a puppet in their goddamn system and their damn matrix, chasing they goddamn one goddamn dollar. Chasing paper. Paper, print, and ink. Killing each other for paper, print, and ink. That on the global market, the global exchange, the global stage, that dollar, they laugh at it. Just imagine talking bad about China. What they gonna do is woo 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 woo. China said, she ain't gonna be like this here. She really Trump. Why you acting up like that? You know what all we own in your goddamn country? You know how much your damn dollar worth over here? You know how much your dollar worth in Russia? You know how much your dollar worth in... Come on, America. Quit tripping now. You know your ass broke. So you don't know you broke, huh? So you want to gaslight the world, the richest country. Okay, you got... All right, I'm telling you. Without a labor force, America ain't shit. You don't believe me, do you? Take away America's labor force. You can take away China's labor force. And they're going to hurt in the long run. Because why? They rely on our labor force. Their labor force, if you come work for me, I'll make sure you have somewhere to lay your head. America, you come work for me, I'm not going to guarantee you I can give you enough money somewhere to lay your damn head. Plus, I ain't got nowhere to lay your head. Think about this here shit. The labor force in America don't guarantee you, come work for us. Come work for me. Bring me your labor. Bring me your back. Bring me your feet. Bring me your hand. Bring me your muscles. Bring me your brains. Bring me your heart. And come work for me. But I can't pay you enough for you to go have somewhere to lay your motherfucking head. Nor am I going to build. I ain't talking about projects now. Nor am I going to build houses and apartments and communities so that the labor force that works for me, they got somewhere they can go lay down comfortably, go to sleep with their family. They got their gardens. They got their fruit trees. They got everything. No, they don't want to do that shit. Damn, why people in China work for $1 out? All right, because they ain't got to pay for no rent. Most people in China, they don't tell you this on your news and your TV. They ain't over there working for free. How you think they become the world power? Not because of slavery, like they tell you over here. Over here is fucking slavery. How I know that? Because 42 million goddamn people can't eat right now. 42 million people can't eat. It's probably more than that in China can't eat. They'll tell you that. Well, see, what you don't know, no, what they don't know or what they not telling you is, they not telling you this is shit. They sold y'all dreams about, ooh, Russia's struggling in the economy and Putin this and Putin this. And then now you get people to go over there and come back with receipts, be like, the goddamn streets is better than, it's cleaner than ours. The food's better than ours. They don't even want out, they don't even sell our shit. I heard that a McDonald's Big Mac in other countries is more healthier than a Big Mac in America. They don't even want our shit. They don't want no seedless ass shit. The human mind, common sense, the conscious sense, not common sense, should tell a human being like me, can't talk about y'all. Hey, Ivory, remember now, when you was growing up in that garden, you saw them, y'all plant them seeds. You remember them seeds, Ivory? Yeah, I can remember that. Remember all them greens and them beans and then, remember all that? Yeah, I remember all that. You remember the apples, remember the mangoes, remember the watermelons, remember the oranges, remember the peaches, remember the plums? Yeah, I remember that. Remember all the seeds. So, Ivory, when you go to the store now, your ass got caught up in the matrix. You've been going to the store, not remembering what you saw. And what did you see? I saw seeds. You can't give me seedless shit. Nothing. They can keep this lab shit. They can keep they pink pineapples. They can keep they, I don't know what the fuck going on with what they call grapes. No root. Ain't shit growing, but it ain't growing out the damn ground. It's growing out in the damn lab. That's what's in your grocery stores. Then you wonder. Then they got the. They playing us like puppets. All right, we're gonna give them all this fucked up ass processed ass food. It's gonna give them bad health. They're gonna keep running to us to the doctor. We're gonna keep giving them we're gonna keep giving them pharmaceutical chemical we call medicine to put in their body to help them, to help fight the problem that we cause with the lab food, processed food we put in the body, and we're gonna be filthy, funky rich. Cotton candy grapes. And we sitting up here worried about. Let me tell you something. Listen, this in 2026, I'm a part of the humanitarian crisis. I'm a part of the humanitarian effort. I am a humanitarian. I care about people. So let me tell y'all something. One at a time. I didn't want to go out no more, form no group, get with this clique, get with that clique. Come on, let's go out and build a community. No, I said I'm going to start this motherfucking shit myself. Just like what's name said, I started this gangster shit. And this the kind of thanks I get. So what I'm going to do is what I did back in Detroit, started years ago. Community gardening. So you get you a plot of land somewhere. And people who complaining about EBT and food in the future, I'm going to say, okay then, go out there, you got signs. Homeless people hold them up. It says, I'll work for food. Really? You will? Come on. This how you get rid of all this bullshit. I'll work for food. Come on, I got a garden over here. I got land over here. You know how to use a shovel or a hoe? Better yet, you ain't got to do that like Big Mom them did. Hey, look, you know how to hop up on this here damn tractor? All you got to do is go down that way, come back. That's all we need you to do. We got machines now. That's all you need to do. We some lazy ass fucking people. Now we out here on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram complaining about food stamps that wasn't even meant for us. Serious. So I says, okay, I'm going by my goddamn self. I can't wait for spring. But right now, in the winter, right now, I'm behind the scene doing some shit. I can't be here on AI or virtual reality or here all the time. And I'm not one that's gonna be sitting up here showing people where I'm at, showing people. They know where I'm at. Who is they? They, them. Other than them, I ain't worried about no goddamn body else. I'm not worried about y'all on the dark side, the ugly side, or anything like that. You can't stop what I'm doing. Because I ain't bothering no goddamn body. America's falling. You're going to wake up one day and they're going to be like, y'all crying. Look, y'all crying already over goddamn food stamps. What you going to do when they take that damn dollar away? You ain't got no Bitcoin, no cryptocurrency. I don't want none of that shit. You got food, water. Your ass need to fast anyway. You need to detox and drink you some clove tea and some more shit anyway. You don't need to be eating all this other kind of shit. So when they take this food away, so goddamn what? Go grow some. They took our EBT away. How you? I bet you your ass ain't. They still doing videos 40 days later. 10 days later, they ain't got their EBT, but I bet you they got their asses still posting. So that means what? You can survive without that damn EBT. Now if you go, now they gonna force you to what? Go to the food bank. Go to this place. What? To give you processed food. See, what y'all should have been doing when you had your EBT and shit, go buy these damn fruits and vegetables that you should be eating and shit and collecting the seeds. Now, y'all didn't want to collect the seed. Now, since y'all out here and shit, running the streets, spending your money on every motherfucking thing, not realizing, hey, one day I'm going to need somewhere to lay my head. And if I don't own that house, that apartment, at least I got land. Look, I go lay out on my land, but damn naked if I want to. No bills. I ain't paying no damn property tax. How? Because they came up with a system to where you don't have to pay them. They just don't tell you. I wish I would pay for some tax on my damn land. No, I throw a couple animals on there and y'all like eating animals and, y'all can have them. I ain't paying for shit. So I says, okay, I'm a patient person. I show people. I ain't got to tell you shit. Let me show it to you. Then when I show it to you, well, how do you do this here? I've been telling you all along. I'm saying shit that I done said 30, 40 years ago. And tell our people, get their asses, get our lazy asses up, spending all this money on hair and clothes and jewelry and cars and rides and rims and club and party, and then I sit up here and complain because your ass lost your damn job. Lost your damn job, lost your benefits, lost your EBT. Everybody. First thing you should think of, damn. Boy, we sure had fun while we was in that Three of Cups energy, boy. Partying, hanging out, traveling, having good time, woo, woo, woo. What y'all gonna do when they cut this damn internet? What you gonna do when the robots and shit replace your goddamn job? See, we don't think about that shit. We can't. We like this. We ain't looking down the future with this. We ain't looking at the future. We ain't looking at the past with this. We using this, and we using our natural eyes But we covering them up like we got to pretend like we don't see what we see happening and shit. Okay. Soon as shit hit the ceiling, or whatever. Take my little crazy ass, go to my land and say, okay, then if I transition from my land, at least I'm good. Other than that, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't worry about no damn rent, mortgage. Y'all think I'm lying. I don't. I promise you. And you know what the secret is? Here. That we know what the secret is? You got to totally unlearn all this bullshit. Now, if you want to hold on to it, then go get your house, your dream house, your dream car. Y'all can have all that shit. I'd rather ride with a mule and a damn stagecoach. You give me a mule and a wagon, goddammit. I'll ride the shit out of it. I'll ride the shit out. Give me a. My daddy don't remember the mule. Y'all ain't seen a mule. Listen, give me a mule now, a horse, or really a mule. It's a difference in a mule and a horse. Give me a mule now and a wagon. Man, I come in, man, I'll be riding the shit out of it. If they let me put it on the streets, I'll ride the shit out of it. Everybody like my little wagon with my mule and shit. I'm telling you. Why? They be running around here worried about gas and worried about rims and worried about the car and the candy painted and all this shit. Ho, mute. Ho. Shit. I take my ass to the land, to the spot. I call it the spot. That's my sacred place. Can't nobody take that shit away from me. Because as long as they got, so when they system crash, guess what? It's going to be a land grab. You don't believe me, do you? When the system crash, their own system, when it falls, when it crashes, they're like Rome, they ain't going to live forever. Just like Europe, it's going to be another land grab. And people going to be going back to their ancestors' land in areas of this country where they know, and they're going to be demanding their shit back. They ain't going to be worried about dying. They ain't going to be worried about bullets. They came over here and took your folks' shit. They wasn't worried about dying. Why you should worry? Why should you worry? Why should I worry about dying? Right? If that's the only thing I got to worry about, I ain't worried about that. Right? I'm looking in the future. I'm looking at the fact that, nah, I don't mind dying, what they like to call it, for my ancestors' land, for my ancestors' heritage. We don't think like that shit. We'll die for blood, we'll die for a crip, we'll die for a gangster, we'll die for a baby daddy or a baby mama, we'll die for some bullshit, but you ain't gonna die for your shit, for something that when you die, it stays. It benefits others. You don't want to die for that. You don't want to die. We too scared. I ain't talking about causing no bullshit. We too scared to go to Washington, just like Martin Luther King said. So look, Washington, we coming to Washington to get our check. And they killed him. But guess what? At least he wasn't scared to die. He told you he knew he was going to die. Malcolm wasn't scared. We scared. We some punks, like Bernie Mac said, scared to die. Okay, so as long as your ass scared to die and shit, then you just quit complaining. For those of us who know what the fuck happened, we know what happened. We know what they took. Looking, oh, what's going on in New York? Okay, then good. If all the rich motherfuckers leave, guess what? If that man over there, but he with that bullshit, but this is what you're going to see more of. I told y'all, these here revolutions is coming. And they're going to be televised. People going to see this shit. So, okay then. So if all the elites leave and all the rich and the Wall Street people leave New York City, Where they said, bring us your poor, bring us your late, because everybody immigrant. They trying to listen. Let me tell you something. This immigration shit is just bullshit. How is people who are immigrants, who came over here off of damn boats, Mayflowers and Jesus Lubbock boats and all this here kind of shit, how they gonna come over here and then now take from people as immigrants, as illegals, and then tell people, look, you got to go back to where you came from. You're an illegal immigrant. This is what the law say. Fuck that goddamn law. That law says you was an illegal immigrant. That law still says you're an illegal immigrant. That law says that you're an invader. That law says you occupying. Y'all called it 13 territories. You ain't own shit. It's a difference in a territory. Y'all said 13 colonies. It's a difference in a colony. Colony, what? You wanna enforce immigration? Take your ass, fuck that law. That law ain't nothing but a piece of paper, folks. They can change that shit tomorrow. No, but it's gonna benefit them and their generations. Am I saying start? No, it ain't gonna be a civil. The political war has been going. The political civil war has been going on since 1996. A lot of people like me and shit, we stopped buying this bullshit back in the 90s. You know, when you sit up and you got time to think. So wait a minute. This shit ain't right. So they telling me that I can't even, in a lot of states. So you telling me even in my backyard, in the city, I can't have no garden? I can't feed myself? That's against the law? But you're going to use the same Department of Agriculture that feeds people and take the EBT food stamp away from the people. Listen, everybody, if you got a house, you rent a house, go to your landlord. If your landlord don't let you do it, shit, just go to your landlord and say, look, I ain't got no motherfucking food. I ain't got a lot of money to buy. This is November. Y'all folks need to start now. Look, do something. If you get EBT or you struggling out there, you got a backyard, whatever. Go to Sam's, go to Lowe's or whatever. Go get you some pots. Start growing. Just take that. Don't even go on TikTok. Just go on in your little world. If you got a balcony, you got a space in your living room, whatever. You got a backyard, whatever. Go grow you some fucking food. If them motherfuckers come and tell you breaking the law and say, man, fuck your law. I'm hungry. I'm talking especially y'all people who was relying on this EBT. Go get you some totes. Go get you some totes. Go buy totes. Soon you ain't gonna be able to buy totes because everybody gonna be doing what I'm talking about. I speak about things in the future. Get you some totes. Start growing you some food now. I'm telling you. There ain't nothing but vegetables. Well, what about meat? Okay, then you eat meat. Go ahead. If you ain't worried about me, go grow you some food. Go grow you some fruit and vegetables, folks. I'm telling you now. This country, this system is falling. And the Great Awakening has already taken place. People ain't going for this bullshit no more. You can't tell me, don't come telling me, I'm anti, okay then, whatever you want. They love to say, that ain't my language. I don't speak that language. I don't, what? Let police pull you over. Act like and you didn't start developing your own way of communicating with the people around you in your home or what have you. Police pull you over. Act like just like them Hispanics or them Africans or whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. What? Driver, what's your car? Jabwanja. Who's the door? Police gonna look at you like you crazy. You know you ain't crazy. I don't understand. Say any damn. Yeah, they won't even let you have chicken. You know, chickens, hogs, all this here kind of shit. It didn't grow in near the equator. It didn't grow in they didn't have animals like that. I'm telling you. And the cow was sacred. I'm just being honest with you now. You can survive like that silverback gorilla, the elephants, and every other beast in the field that eat veggies, herbs, fruits, vegetables, twigs, grains, nuts, right? They strong as shit. I'm just saying that. It ain't everybody's choice. But at least if you got you some fruit and vegetables that you can plant in totes inside of your house, apartment, whatever, you can eat that. Be starving now. You ain't got shit to eat, and you look over there in your tote and shit, and see them nice ass, pretty ass tomatoes, and you look over there and you see you some beans and shit, or you see the, you see some cucumbers. You finna make you a fire ass salad, and you done got you some water and shit, and you done got you some natural juices from these fruits and shit, and you don't need to have no damn Italian dressing pouring on. No, you can use that. I'm telling you now, huh? You'll eat that goddamn salad. Ain't nobody else got no food though. But you'll eat that damn salad. You'll eat them damn fruits and vegetables that you grew yourself, and you'll sustain yourself. You'll survive. If you gonna eat meat, eat meat. You know, whatever. But there's gonna come a time now. How? Okay, what meat are you gonna eat? You don't own no damn cows. You don't own no hogs. You don't own no chickens. So what you gonna do? Go to the meat and go get to the stove? That's processed. That's bullshit. You need to go to a slaughterhouse. If you ain't going to a slaughterhouse and seeing your goddamn food, your meat being processed before we get to the goddamn warehouse and all these other places, get to the store. Nah, How you know your meat come from the lab? How the hell you? I see chicken breasts. I be like, God damn, I'm old enough to remember seeing my mom in the kitchen frying chicken, man. And them goddamn legs and them wings and them thighs and them breasts looks totally different than legs, wings, and thighs and breasts now. And you ain't got to tell me shit. I'm a chef. My mama taught me how to. I hung on to my mama's skirt in the kitchen, her apron rather, while she cooked, asking questions. Shit. I'm telling you, my grandmother didn't have to worry. I used to love coming down south from Michigan to spend the summer with my grandmother. Why? She had that garden. She knew I'd like to work in that garden. I used to like garden work. Shit, fuck that. Free food too. Healthy. Folks, all I'm saying is this here. Not only is America falling from within, its system is no longer working. These folks gonna end up killing each other and shit because they know on the other side who's gonna come out on the other side. It's almost like, and the Civil War, they don't want to fight each other really. They want us fighting each other. All the real steaks and chickens and meat and fruits and vegetables, they eat from that. We eating from this shit that they done created in labs and they done processed. They eating the real shit. But the only way they can eat the real shit, that shit got to go out and they got to go out and till that land. They got to plant that shit and grow it. And so they want them. They want what they call illegal immigrants. They want Mm-mm. That's why I tell my Mexican brothers and sisters, or my sisters and brothers from south of the border, because I got ancestors south of the border. Listen to me good. I ain't talking about Africa. I'm talking about south of the border here. Listen, don't y'all let them put in y'all head that we against y'all. We now y'all see how they lose, how they played y'all. Democrat played you, promised you shit. Obama, Biden, and all this shit. Now Trump telling you ain't got shit. You ain't got no rights. See how they played y'all. Don't blame how we didn't do that. Don't come looking at me sideways and shit like, yeah. No, I ain't down with none of these motherfuckers. Now you see you been played. They played us the same way. They brought y'all over here across the border. They let y'all come over here across the border. They let y'all come over here on airplanes. Guess what? They brought us over here on boats. So they say. But they did the same damn thing over there, promising our folks, hey, let us take them over there to the new world of Americas. You know, the land flowing milk and honey. Woo, 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 woo. Not knowing that your folks are going to end up working what? In them damn fields. Because what? They don't know how to grow no fucking food. They learn from us. Everybody you see today that's claiming to be a farmer with all this here land, all of that shit used to be my people's shit. They didn't know nothing about our land and how to farm it, how to till it. You know, we were the sharecroppers. Don't y'all ever forget that shit. We taught them how to do this shit. So now this shit's gonna let Nibiru, whoever, 3-eye Atlas, I don't give a damn, an asteroid, a comet, alien invasion. I'm opening, I'm welcome. I'm open to all of that shit. Let all that shit. Let it be. Let it happen. Mothership up over my head, good. I'd rather for it than to be these motherfuckers in Washington. I'd rather for it to be the damn popo. Let a mothership be over my damn head. Okay, then they ain't been fucking with me. All these aliens around me, nah, I'm seeing shit and other folks seeing shit. They ain't did shit. All we do is see. Ooh, look. Okay, then they ain't fucking with you. They probably watching over your crazy ass. For all you know. Because if they really got the best technology and they can do shit and this and that and the other, and they ain't got to worry about no nuclear war and nuclear bombs, and they can deactivate them motherfuckers and shit like that. Shit, come on, aliens, invade this motherfucker. Get this motherfucker back right. Period. Then again, a lot of y'all scared of the devil. I ain't scared of the devil. Come on, devil. Devil, I read about you in a book called the Bible. And I don't see where you did a whole lot of shit. I seen now that God of the Bible. I seen that God kill a lot of people. Authorized a lot of people to be. Authorized people to be raped, murdered, slaughtered. I seen that devil. You know, I ain't scared of the devil. I don't care. The devil ain't did shit to me. But that book and that book over there, and that God in that book, man, caused me and my folks a lot of problems. A lot of problems. I ain't had no problem with the devil. I see from here. I don't. Them days, these days, over with. Rose-colored glasses. You can't see shit. You see shit and then, nah, that can't be true. Girl, go make sure you give me a 2 pounds of seedless red grapes. You ain't gonna never see shit eating that shit. Y'all don't believe me, do you? Keep putting artificial shit in a natural body and watch what happens. Devil ain't no bully. Devil ain't even evil. God of the Bible killed more people in the Bible, responsible for more people being dead, murdered, raped, enslaved than the devil. The devil couldn't kill nobody without God's permission. In all their books. Why? That's a reason. You got to reverse every damn thing. First you got to unlearn. There is no devil down under the ground near some fire and lake, brimstones, and long ass damn tail, walk around with a damn pitchfork and shit. Long ass damn ears and shit, and ugly ass feet, and whatever depiction pictures they done put in your damn head. Down there waiting on your crazy ass. But up here, until you get there now, up here, all you see is devils. Evil motherfuckers will kill your ass tonight. You ain't, I'm telling you now, shit. The God up in the sky and these books and all this shit, they the one prepared for war. The devil ain't finna fight you. The devil gonna be toasted and roasted like you at the end of the day. So the devil ain't no threat. That's fear. Now y'all scared. I don't want to die and go to hell. You scared to die, go because you scared your crazy ass live like a devil here, and you scared to go meet your daddy, huh? Boy, y'all need to wake up. People scared to die and go be with the devil who ain't responsible for killing all these folks in the Bible. Devil ain't slave you, devil. You can't prove none of that shit, man. Y'all need to quit playing now. I'm cool with the devil. Cause I know it ain't he ain't real. God is a he, the devil is a he. Shit. Okay, then y'all got any women? Y'all got any wives and shit? I fuck with them and shit. Cause y'all masculine. I'm gonna do a video one day and shit, just tell y'all that how that the masculine energy is doomed. Man, or whether you're a man or a woman, masculine energy is doomed. It's the rise now of the divine feminine. Once the divine feminine energy, man or woman, once that takes place, I call it the Great Awakening. All right, that's High Priestess energy. No more ignoring red flags. No more from a spiritual standpoint. No more believing in shit. The High Priestess energy, the rise of the divine feminine in the future, meaning that people are going to be reconnecting with their feminine aspect. The other hemisphere of the brain that they don't want, that's opposite of the ego that most people don't even look at. They don't even want to know about this. No, I'm shit. Then you got women. I'm a boss bitch. I'm an alpha female. Yeah, all right. Stay your ass away from me. I can't fuck with you. I don't even want to have nothing to do with your nothing. All you alpha females, stay your ass away from me. I'm telling you now. Listen, divine feminine energy, okay, you're a little bit more humble. You realize that the divine masculine and you together, what they call a twin, y'all go out here and tear up some shit together. Yeah. Right? It's time and place for all things. I know one thing for sure. For real though. By the time right now they behind the scenes, coming up with a whole new scam and program for EBT, for the government. You might hear them, see, they using Trump to do what? To get rid of, to cause chaos. They like causing chaos or problem to bring order or change. And then sit back and say, look at what we did. We turned this here chaos, this terrible situation to something good. Motherfucker, you created the chaos. So when they open back up this here government, expect major changes. You might see a whole new EBT system. It may not even be. They might say, turn your cards. Throw those cards away. We can deactivate those. We're going to deactivate them cards. Bring your ass up here and stand in this damn line to get the government cheese. Oh, it's finna go down now. Come up here and get this canned meat, powdered milk, processed. And you don't know what the fuck they put in there. You didn't see them put it in there. And you just gonna trust that, right? Instead of trusting that damn tote you got or that backyard, that food you got in the backyard that you know you grew. Now you feel like you programmed to stand in line. Man, it ain't no motherfucking way. I go out, damn it, in the middle of the shit. You know how you can ride, you see a field over on the side of the highway. Shit, I pull over on the side of the motherfucking highway, give me a shoveling hole, and go plant me some motherfucking food some goddamn where before I be standing in some damn line to get some government cheese and canned meat and, you know, powdered eggs and powdered milk and shit like that, because that's what they getting ready to get you. You ain't finna be able to go to, you're not getting ready to go to Kroger's, Winn-Dixie or Walmart or some shit like that or HEB. You ain't finna even go nowhere like that in the future. Not with no EBT and buy food. Or they gonna have what? A government food, subsidized food section. Section in the damn store. And then now your kids run around here hungry because the mama and the daddy didn't even have a plan. They see all these. See there's another element aspect to this here. This be talking that we got to take into consideration, and that's this here. You know, all these kids they said that's going hungry ain't gonna be able to have no food. Okay, my main question is this here. Where the daddy at? Now I know y'all sisters, where the dad this, dad this, okay, dad this, dad this, okay. Alright. Where the daddy at? You don't talk about what he ain't and what he ain't did and he ain't did this and he ain't no good and y'all don't get along. He should, if you allow him, if he exists, if he, no, what now? I don't want him around me. Oh, you okay then? All right, that's fine. Just leave that shit alone then. But my question is this here. He should care enough about his kid. He'll come back. He should be able to, that man should be able to come to you and say, look, I know we ain't interested in each other. I don't even want to deal with the person's side. All I want to say is this here. Here's some food. I went out and bought this here 3-4 bags of food here. I know the EBT cut off. I know I ain't paid child support. I know I ain't did shit. Them damn kids don't give a fuck about you and that man's differences. They bellies don't give a fuck about y'all not liking each other and y'all done cheated on each other and lied on. They bellies is hungry. And you got to be careful what you put in them kids' belly. Especially now. Swallow that alpha female pride, that boss bitch, can't tell me shit energy. Swallow that shit. Open that door, you see that man, you don't like him. He ain't gave you no child support, he ain't did shit for you, he ain't did shit for the kid. Them damn bags. If you don't own your own garden and you ain't growing your shit and you ain't got no money, you better swallow that damn pride. Open up that goddamn door and take them damn bags. I'm just being honest, folks. I'm trying to show us our problem is we don't give a fuck about each other. So if we don't give a fuck about each other, what makes you think these other folks that y'all call racists gonna give a fuck about us? Nah, See, I talk to Hispanics every day. I talk to black folk every day like me. Hispanic folk like me, black folk like me, who think like me, who operate, who see shit from here, not from here, who see shit from here. I don't give a fuck if you white, black, pea green. I fucks with you. You get it. You get it. It ain't the race. Don't let them bait you with this race, and this race bullshit. Nah, that's them. Mm-mm. I can't hate somebody and they ain't did shit to me. I'm fucked up if I do. You can't put that on me. No, me and these other people, this other person next over here and over here, and we think alike and we see the same damn thing. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all down? Yeah. You ready? Yeah. All right then. We together. We ain't looking at race. We looking at survival. We know who the enemy is. We know who played us. Quit let them use race and shit. Right? Fuck that. I'm telling you. Quit going to the churches begging, because guess what? When they shut down the government, guess what? That separates the government. People gonna be going to church. Now look past. All right, they ain't gonna be just running up in these here, grocery stores and shit still and all. They gonna be going to these churches. Them babies get real, real hungry. Let them babies get hungry now. If you're a real lioness, you're a real mama. They gonna be going to them church. Look past the knuckle up. Look imam, look rabbi, bishop, whatever you is. Look, I've been supporting your ass. I've been supporting God's house. My baby needs something to eat. They can't tell you to go down there and apply for EBT. No, look, brother pastor, you don't understand something. I gave you money. I gave you tithe. I gave you support. I gave you time. I gave you energy. Are you saying that the church's bank account is on zero? You should be transparent with the congregation, pastor. You need to let us see that shit. Ain't no money in the bank. But if it's money in the bank, I need some food. My babies. Now don't make me come in here and act up. Now y'all want to see all that preaching and teaching and shit now. The Lord shall provide. Okay, you better go to the storehouse. That's what Malachi said. Go to the storehouse. Go to the storehouse. These pastors going to have to realize now, I'm telling you now. They members going to be coming to them in the future with a different energy. And they got to be ready. They can't be talking about no Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, go home, pray and shit. Are you filled with the Holy Ghost? Are you baptized? Have you been paying your tithe? Fuck that. We hungry. This church is supposed to be a storehouse according to Malachi 3 and 8. Don't you make me go and read it now. Bring the tithe to the storehouse. Sound familiar? What is storehouse? All these churches should be a storehouse. Where they at? That there be meat in my house? Where the meat? Pastor, I've been paying the tithe now. I've been bringing the tithe to the storehouse. Where the meat? Where's the meat? Oh, well, now, see, now, brother, sister, you know what we mean by that. You know how to God, No, we don't want to hear that shit, bro, pastor. You said you going by this book. And Malachi 3 and 8 says, will a man rob God? Bring all the tithe to the storehouse. Not only that, Jesus told the disciples this, when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. When I was thirsty, you didn't give me drink. When I was naked, you didn't clothe me. When I had nowhere to lay my head, you didn't give me shelter. And they said, well, when was you all these? When you did it to the least of these. Who was the least of these? These people that's bringing these damn tithes and offerings to these damn buildings. Depart from me. I don't even know who you is. Y'all don't be going on TikTok complaining and acting out. Don't be going up to Walmart. Don't be going up to Kroger, don't be going up to Winn-Dixie, don't be going up to Meyer Thrifty Acres, don't be going to these places and shit, breaking crimes and shit, trying to steal all that damn processed food and shit. No, you need to take your ass straight to the church. You ain't got to go to the Salvation Army. You ain't got to go to the food bank. You go to the storehouse. Where the storehouse? Malachi 3 and 8. That building over there. That church over there. That's pastored by Brother Knuckle. You need to go to that pastor where you been getting your money to. The storehouse. Y'all see. I get in trouble for saying a lot of. See, I ain't in the pulpit no more. But my ministry, when I was pastoring, it was called End Time Outreach Mission and Shelter. It started from feeding folk. The storehouse was the homeless shelter. They ate good. I got them all places to live. Every woman in my shelter, every child, they got toys, they got whatever. They got food, they was clean, and then I helped every last one of them find a place to live. I did. People that donated to the shelter, guess what? They saw what we did every day. I cook, I clean, I wash, I travel, I on the news, at the radio station, did everything, going picking up donations. I did it all. I wasn't no sit behind damn desk type executive director. No, I was. I went my ass out there and made that shit happen. Now I'm finna do it all over again, right? Because why? Damn preachers don't want to do shit. Marvin Wine, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I know Marvin Wine personally. You ought to be ashamed of yourself to have a video out there floating around and this lady and this child coming to give you $1,200. You saying that ain't what you asked for, that's not enough. Fuck that. Then pull off that damn robe you got on and shit that worth about $1,500, $3,000 and shit, and add to her $1,200. Sell that robe, take it back. Don't you, look, dude, Marvin Winans in Detroit, Michigan, perfecting praise. People once you know people and you see people do this kind of shit. I remember, Marvin. I remember. Now, I know some of y'all say remember, but don't worry about that. I remember. I remember, Marvin. You ought to be grateful and thankful that a woman with a child will come and give you $1,200 damn in 2025. Don't do it. Stop doing it. Marvin Sapp, you already know. See, when these cats has been around since I've been around, I know them personally. I'm telling you. I know where they come from. I know they struggle. My Wine's father and parents and shit, all of them worked at the same damn automobile plants and shops that I pay and lived in the same damn neighborhoods and shit, man. Marvin, come on now, dude. You know how many people grew up in y'all house. You know how the struggle is, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not right. Regardless of what you're preaching and teaching. That's not right. When I saw that shit, and then I didn't see just the woman being disrespected in a sense. I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, man, look, man. I know this dude, man. I know this dude, man. Michael, Calvin. Man, know these dudes, man. Then to sit up here and see these dudes like this here, man. Marvin Sapp, come on, dude. Really. Really? I'm so glad I'm from Michigan. I'm so glad that I done been in the pulpit. I'm so glad I done been in what they call religious high places. I'm so glad that my pastor was the renowned presiding bishop of the Churches of God in Christ. I'm personally taught by G.E. Patterson. I'm proud to say that shit, man. But at the same time, I'm proud to say I know Bishop Bailey. I'm so proud to say I know, these people. They gone now. You know, but I'm just saying, at the same time, totally different mindset. Totally different mindset. And now, what you're teaching, what you're preaching, you're going to have to start proving it. This is about the great awakening. Because people going to start leaving these places, serious. They already been doing it, but in the Drew lows. Because there's going to come a time that you're depending on the people, the congregation. If you take the congregation away and they caught up into what everybody else is caught up in, they struggling, they whatever, they losing jobs and because of AI, they losing EBTs, they losing their job, their government job, they losing, and then they come to the church, the storehouse, and they can't help you. What you been doing with the money? I can take $1,200 and feed 12 people. I can take $1,200 and feed 12 families. I didn't say for a long time. I said I can take $1,200 and feed 12 families. And you complaining over $1,200 and folks out here in your congregation starving before the EBT was cut off. Don't do that, Mom. Take it from your brother. Take it from your brother. You might be a few years older than me, but we done been in the same arenas, brother. We done been in the same facilities. And I'm telling you, you got a good heart. But whatever it is that you done changed, I'm telling you, Marvin Sapp, come on, dude. Really? 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 Bishop cheered back home in Detroit. I remember supporting Bishop Sheard, Drew Sheard, in Highland Park, Michigan, folks. Listen to me, folks. When he first started his ministry, him and I called my sis, Karen Clark, Sheard. And I remember that, man. I remember Bishop William asking me to go over there and support the brother when he first started his church. Now he's presiding Bishop of Church of God in Christ. I'm here. So that's two of my pastors. One of them, but listen what I'm saying to y'all, folks. I got receipts. I can prove that shit. That's not accolades that I'm trying to prove here. What I'm saying is this here. If the church does not convert, the people are not. If these leaders, if these church leaders does not convert to what this here awakening and what people are experiencing out here now, if the church don't convert, the people will not. They'll leave. And that's what's been happening. All this here Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and Daniel in the lion's den, that shit sound good. Motherfuckers out here experiencing real life shit that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego can't help with. Daniel in the lion's den. The Lord loves you. Jesus coming back. Everybody can't. That ain't helping people no more. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. So I says, okay then. I didn't just leave, quote unquote, the quote unquote the church, like just left the church. I don't deal with no. It's the system and the mindset and the teachings and the histories and the facts that I know exist that I didn't know then. Right? So I says, okay then, let me go out now and do the work. Let me do the storehouse work. I can still do that. Let me do the storehouse work. Just being honest with you. Because there's not churches out there doing it. They're not. I'm telling you now. I know what I know. You know why? You got churches right now and shit. They telling their members and shit, don't come in here with your cell phones on. You can't record shit in here. Bullshit. Shut the damn doors then. What you hiding? You don't want folks to know. You want people to come and support your church, but you don't want people to come in there with. You got churches, they don't want you with no cell phone, but they'll put an ATM machine out in the foyer in the lobby area. They'll bring an ATM machine in that motherfucker. But you can't bring your phone in there. They don't want you to see that they still got these $5 line, $20 line, $10 line, $50 line, $100 line, and God bless your line. They don't want people to see that that shit is still there. Fuck them lines. They should be seeing one line right now. That's anybody. Listen, pastors. Listen to your brother. Listen to your brother. Yeah, I know you probably think I'm backslide. I'm glad I am. You probably think I'm going to hell. That's fine too. But listen to your brother. You need one damn line and be grateful for that one line and whatever you can get out of that one line these days. Quit putting people on the spot like that. You need one line, Marvin Winans, and be grateful that somebody gave you $1. Because if you really think about it, Marvin, what have you given that sister? Marvin, what have you given that sister? She gave you $1,200 with a child right there. What have you given that sister? You better hope and pray, Marvin Winans, that that sister that's out there viral don't come back to you and tell you she needs some food for that child that was standing with her because she lost a government job or she lost a job or she lost something. And then you tell that sister, you can't help her. I'm going to come back to home. I'm going to come back home to Detroit and come to your church. And you can bring all of your little security and all of that shit, but I'm just being honest with you. That's foul. That sister will expose you right now if she ever gets in the need and come back to you, her bishop. She'll expose you. Not trying to expose you. She'll expose you because the world sees now how you treated that situation. God forbid if you ever need help and you lose everything, including your congregation. And there go that sister and that child, now that boy grown, and you need them. Don't ever think now. You better go read your story of Joseph, Marvin. You need to reread that Joseph story and get some more analogy out of it. You're going to mess around. And the very people that you done looked all over and whatever kind of way, some of them same folks you're going to need. That's going to be a humbling spirit when you got to come and humble yourself, sister. Can you help a brother get something to eat? And that sister going to help you get something to eat. She ain't going to even bring up the $1,200. You could have been entertaining an angel unaware, Marvin Winans. You know how it go, Marvin. And I bet y'all saying, why is he talking about Marvin? I'm just saying, hey, that's foul. I didn't like that. Because when you know the person, when you know that family from in terms of just being regular folks in your neighborhood or going to the same church you went to. Shit, working at Ford, GM, or Chrysler like your parents did. Regular people, part of the same struggle. I's be gone. I got to go and take care of some stuff. But listen, folks, do whatever you can. If you can grab hold to some watermelons with seeds in them, don't throw them seeds away. If you ain't gonna put them back in your body and blend them up with your smoothies, don't throw them away, folks. I'm telling you, you're throwing away life. Oranges, anything that you can get natural these days with the seed, go to your farmer's market. Go to, when you out and about and shit and you drive and you see, it be sign, you be these little country stores and shit. Y'all don't want to go to the country store. And you look at their food, you be like, damn, that shit look fresh. Damn, there go an apple with a worm in it. I'll pay anything to see a worm in an apple. Give me that apple right there with that damn worm in it. You want that apple? Damn right I want the apple with that worm in it. You remember back in the day in school and shit, they used to have the apple, A for apple, then they had a little worm in it. Y'all remember that shit? Now they done took the damn worm out the damn apple in the classroom. See, y'all don't even be thinking about that type of little shit like that. I'm just glad that I got somewhere I can drive to, get on that land, and lay out. Don't have to do shit. I can't wait to 2026. I can't wait I'm preparing, but I can't wait for this, go through this winter. I ain't begging for shit. Y'all go spend y'all money on all this other shit. I don't knock what nobody spend their money on. But I know that money currency, that dollar bill gonna end. And what you got then, you're gonna need natural resources. Food is a natural resource. Water is a natural resource. When you don't have food and you don't have water, you don't have natural resource, you're not gonna last long. You're not. You're not gonna last long. Just like they cut off the EBT. They can cut off the internet. They cut off everything, folks. These folk evil. They don't give a fuck. They got mountains and shit. They got dens. They got underground shit. They got everything and shit. They got all they feeding the public, the masses, processed food, and they got the real shit stored up. Seed, grain. I'm telling you what I know. They'll shut this shit down and laugh at us. All of them. Trump, Biden, all of them. Obama. Man, fuck all of them, man. Personally, myself, fuck all of them. Right? Fuck them. And eventually, that's going to be the mindset of people with politicians. Man, fuck them. My Democrat is the best. They the most evil. They the Democrats. They my evil party. No, my Republican, they y'all arguing and fighting over evil motherfuckers doing the same motherfucking thing to you. Not realizing it's all a game, it's all a damn setup, it's all a matrix, it's all a simulation, it's all programmed, it's all planned. Man, fuck them, man. I'm gonna drink my clove tea. I'm gonna make me some shit. I'm good. I truly stay out of the way. I'm a type of person. I'm stay. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't gonna never have no problem with Ivory. I promise you. You won't. Why? You ain't gonna see him. If you see him, he ain't gonna be doing shit. He gonna be staying out your motherfucking way. He don't want to know none of your business. He ain't finna tell you nothing about him. He finna stay the fuck out of the way. If I fuck with you, that means you People see you in the same like they see me. If I fucks with you, people see you in the same like they see me. He just ain't down with the bullshit no more. He ain't scared to die. He ain't. Yeah, I'd rather fuck with people that ain't stuck on, you know, devils and people coming back in the sky getting them and shit. And you what you gonna do? People waiting to die to see if they soul gonna go to heaven or go to hell. I can't fuck with that. Nah, that mindset. I don't. Hey, you good? You good? You down with what you down with? But that's fine. I'm talking about me. I don't need no whole bunch of folk around me. Mm-mm. 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 Somebody out there in that damn field in that garden and shit, and they see me planting, and they ain't gonna be in the house and shit. Sitting up watching their cell phone and watching TV and arguing about who got this and who got that. No, they out there in that goddamn garden like me. Oh, hell to the no. If my old ass go out there and get in that damn field, your ass gonna go out there. If you, what are you here for? I can do this shit by myself. What they got machines for? I know how to go. I know how to use a guard tiller and a plow, a tractor, and a garden tiller. I know how to plant seeds. I know how to grow food. I ain't got to work like Mud Deer and Big Mama them. They got machines to do that shit, and we still fucking lazy. I had to get out of that mindset, man. I had to change my whole mentality. I leave everybody the fuck alone for a minute. You don't hate nobody. Just leave everybody alone so you can get you together. So you can make sure you suffice. You make sure you straight, Ivory. You make sure you got what you need because you know the crisis is coming. You like that in that story with Joseph in the Bible. You for 7 years, you go out and you store up and you prepared, Ivory, right? That's what you been doing, Ivory. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Was a little bit behind. I'm catching up. So now when the famine comes and shit, like now, I ain't got the plenteous, but I'm not starving. Shit. I ain't starving. I ain't begging. I'm not standing in no line. You know why? Because I saw the handwriting on the wall years ago. Let me get off of here now. Sunday hangout. Let me tell you something. Marriage is falling like crazy. Every damn day. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. Just like I told y'all, what was that? Last month. Beginning of last month. Whatever. September. Look, man, y'all go get ready. They gonna change a lot of this shit. You're gonna be hearing breaking news. Dun 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 dun. Now the most recent breaking news is dun 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 dun. And they closed down the government. Then after that, dun 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 dun. What's the next breaking news? No more EBT. Now, dun 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 dun. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse, folks. Breaking news. Matt, you gonna hear? Trying to get my house shoe. Y'all gonna be hearing breaking news in the future. Dun 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 dun. America now is poor, broke. The dollar is no longer on the market. Dun 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 dun. Wall Street has fallen. Dun 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 dun. New York is in a revolution. Dun dun dun. They're just gonna keep coming. Dun 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 dun. There's alien crafts above your head. They're not hiding no more. You walk out your door and you look up in the sky and be like, God damn, what these fools here? What do they want to do? And everybody's mind, they don't think about this shit. Motherfuckers think about the club. Motherfuckers thinking about what Waldo did and baby mamas, baby daddies who cheating, who got the best looking car, best looking house, Wear the best clothes. Y'all, that shit ain't gonna mean shit if you ain't got no motherfucking place to eat. Alright? Eyes go. Peace. See y'all in the next video.